Let's take a quick look at the most recent Mattel Creations exclusive Masters of the Universe Origins figure, Demo Man, who I decided to pick up just based on his color. Not design so much as just his color. The green is just neon. It's just such a striking shade of green that I had to get this guy. I have been a lifelong Masters of the Universe fan, but I was not in the collector's arena at all when the Masters of the Universe Classics line was out and about, which is where I believe we got our first action figure iteration of Demo Man. And please forgive me if I'm missing anything, but the gist of it is that Demo Man, this figure here, is based on one of the very first original concept pieces of art for the character who would eventually become Skeletor, hence why he's packaged with a few skeleton type heads. But that's it. That's the beginning and end of the design of this character, who this is. He's a deep track. He's a concept, an early concept of Skeletor. He does come in a nice kind of collector slip sleeve card back, which is what Mattel Creations has been doing recently for its exclusive figures, which I very much appreciate. And these guys are cheap, even though they're coming from Mattel Creations directly. I think he's $22 or something like that. So there is some nice artwork on the back there. And without further ado, let's get him out. So yeah, he is more than striking enough just based on his on the color scheme. But there are a lot of nice details that I also really appreciate. The head sculpt is deceivingly nice once you get up close on him. The detail work on the beard, I love the little bone tied in down here. The jewels picked out on the crown, on his sort of like thin crown piece. It's on a ball joint, obviously. Really nice. The cloth, like the clothing piece, is textured. It is removable. He's a beefy guy too. I do love the shoulder pieces, and I do love a bit of asymmetry with the armor. So he does have this one big spiked band that I think is supposed to rest on the bicep. And I have him holding his sword here, which is an interesting one. But he also comes with, I think you call it a Morning Star. Nothing much going on as far as paint work or armor or anything on his lower half, but that doesn't bother me at all. There's enough visually striking on him that I am happy with this. Let us swap out some of these heads. So first off, here he is with his skeleton head, which is a bit of a mismatch in my opinion, but it's a cool little addition. Still very nicely detailed, nicely sculpted. And of course, here he is with a head much more akin to what he would eventually become. And that looks better. I don't too much care for the purple hood, if it's just a purple hood. They both look a little bit more out of place than the head that comes attached to him in package. But it's nice that you've got these alternates. So yeah, I much prefer him with this head attached. It is a little tough for him to kind of display with the Morning Star. The weight of this up here kind of makes the wrist on mine collapse, but he's looking okay right now. So yeah, that's Demo Man, who is I think a very nice addition, and no matter what figures he's standing next to on the shelf, he is really going to pop. He's going to be eye-catching, and that is why I had to pick this guy up. Also, if you're interested, the mini comic that comes with him is Soul Keeper. I plan to read all the mini comics at once. I have yet to read one for any of my Masters of the Universe Origins figures, so I got a lot of reading to do. And that is just a quick look at Demo Man.